Hello there. My name is Emmanuel, and I'm a software engineer here at IT Skill Center. So today, there are some insights I wish to share with you, and it is my hope that at the end of this video, you would have found some value. And if you feel like there's someone who would benefit from this talk, feel free to share the link. Now, the focal point of what I want to discuss today is the doubts of a beginner web developer. So, when you're just starting out in your journey as a developer, there are certain questions that you ask yourself which can cause doubt to arise in your mind. And if these things are not addressed, they might make you not even get started at all. Your progress can be hampered as a developer. So this is why I wish to address them in this video. Now let's quickly dive in. The first question you might ask yourself is a career in tech right for me? Now, this question will be asked more often than not by people who are coming into tech from non-technical backgrounds, as well as people who are a little bit more advanced in age. Also, when family and friends ask you and in a way sort of discourage you, asking questions like, are you sure you can go into tech? How are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? Can you do this? You look how old you are, or you studied CRS in school. How are you going to become a web developer? So these kind of talks can make you doubt yourself, wondering if a career in tech is right for you. Now, another thing is this. You see, if you even manage to cross that bridge of asking yourself, is a career in tech right for me? And so let's say you've agreed that yes, a career in technology is right for me. You now have another set of roadblocks to tackle. You see, the world of technology is a very big playing field, and there's a wide variety of specializations. There's web development, there's mobile development, there's graphic design, there's games development, there's cyber security, there's all sorts of stuff that one could choose to specialize in. All of them are good options. There's a multiplicity of good options, and so you might begin to ask yourself, which one should I focus on? And some people may just get stuck in that decision-making stage and never eventually getting started on anything. But then let's say, okay, some people manage to figure that out and then decide that, okay, you know what, let me become a web developer. There is another challenge, which is this: which technology stack should I focus on? Look at, there's so much programming languages in the world of web development. There's a lot of them, a lot of tools, a lot of libraries, a lot of frameworks, and you can't learn all of them. If you want to learn all of them, you most likely will not be proficient at any of them. And so you begin to ask yourself, which one should I pick? Which of these technologies should I pick? Front end, should it be React, should it be Angular, should it be Vue? And there's many more. Back end, okay, should it be Node.js, should it be PHP, should it be Python, should it be Flask, Laravel? Even within the Node.js environment, we have a lot of libraries within Node.js, just Node.js. So we have a lot of libraries within Node.js. There's Express, there's Core. Oh my goodness, there's just so much. And so you now wonder, which one should I pick? But let's say you even figure out which one to pick, there's still another roadblock. Which is this: am I learning from the right resource? And am I studying in the right manner? Come to think of it, we have different amount of teachers on the V3 schools. There are the ones on Udemy, there are the ones on LinkedIn, there are the ones on Code Academy, there are, oh my goodness, I could just keep going on and on. And so you might not ask yourself, which learning resource should I take? And even when you pick one, you might ask yourself, how should I study it in such a way that I can make the most out of the course content? And so this is another issue that developers have to grapple with. But then, let's say you've even decided on a course or a set of courses to take that you feel will take you to the next level as a developer. There is another roadblock that you still have to meet, which is this: am I ready to start building things? Am I ready to start applying for jobs? You see, it is easy to keep on learning. And when you feel like, oh, you want to do a project, you now tell yourself, you know what? I don't know this, I don't know that. Let me study a little bit more before I feel like I'm ready to build a project. And so what happens? You get stuck in tutorial hell. And then you begin to wonder. And even for those who build projects, they find it hard to convince themselves that they are ready to apply for jobs, probably because they are scared of getting rejected. And then even for those who get their first job, when they look at what senior colleagues know, they still wonder to themselves, will I ever be great at this stuff? Is there a time that will come that I will know so much and I will become so great? So all these subtle questions are things that can make a developer begin to question themselves, begin to doubt themselves, begin to develop inferiority complex, and so some may even just give up. Some may not get started at all. Some may start and stop. You know, it's easy to get stuck at any of these stages. And so I want to now talk about what you can do concerning each of them. Now, the first thing I want to point out here is that it is normal to have these doubts. You see, you are human. You should not beat yourself up for having these thoughts. They are normal to have. What you just need to realize is that you should not shy away from them. Rather, you should confront them, and let them melt in order for you to be able to forge ahead in your career. I hope you are still following me. Now, there's something else I want to tell you, which is this: that research is very important in your journey as a developer. You see, when it comes to deciding which career path to follow and which technology stack to pick, you don't need to research on every single one, but what you need to research on are the ones that you feel drawn to the most. So let's say for front end, amongst the multitude of technologies out there, you feel like, okay, you know what, I want to focus on. Let me say, okay, I want to choose between I want to choose some technologies, and the ones that you feel drawn to the most are React, Angular, and Vue. Now you can spend some time researching on those three before picking one or two of them. You don't have to research everything that is in existence. The same thing when it comes to a career path. We have web development, we have mobile development, we have machine learning. You don't need to research everything in tech. The ones that feel drawn to you, that you feel drawn to the most, just pick them, research on them, know what each of them entails, and then you pick the one that you feel is the best fit for you. Now, of course, you want to go with the more popular ones, because if, for instance, your goal is to get a job, you definitely want to pick something that is going to put you in demand. I hope that's clear. Now, another thing is this: you need to have growth mindset and passion. Of course, it's growth mindset and passion that even got you started in the first place on this journey, right? But then you need to keep that fire burning in you, because you see, when people are discouraging you from continuing with your web development pursuits, or you are considering your age, or you're even asking yourself the question of, will I ever be great at this? Or the fact that you are coming in from a non-technical background, what you need is growth mindset and passion. You simply need to believe that you can learn anything that you need to learn, and you can grow as a developer. And for that, you need passion, because it's passion that's going to passion in combination with growth mindset, is going to make you feel that pull to put in the work on a daily basis, except when you're sick, of course, to becoming the best developer that you can be. So much I want to say, but I can't really say a lot in just one video. So watch out for more content in the following weeks. And before I close here, I want to just tell you one last thing, or rather two, which is that there is no best technology stack and there is no best learning resource. It's a matter of picking the one that you feel is the right fit for you. So, like I said, there will be more information coming on this in the following weeks. So please stay tuned.